we have 4 stations. They're basically located in Princeton, Oakland City, which is about 13 miles to our east, Owensville, which is about 13 miles to our west, and then south is Fort Grant. So we have 4 trucks. We operate off the fire department schedule, which is red, green, and blue shifts. So we have 24 full-time people, 12 part-time people, and then myself and 2 office staff. So we make about 3,800 calls a year. And it's all by just, I guess you say coincidence. So we were up picking up one of our new ambulances late last year, and Wade Robinson and I were talking about how I like to try new things and be the first one to use them, that type of thing. He said, well, I got to show you something. So we went out back and he showed us the unit we have sitting over here, and first thing I saw about it was the safety of our people, of our technicians, because of the 5-strap harness.
I'm really in favor of the side load. I think it's personally a safety issue. In April, I was riding in the back of a regular backload ambulance and tore my ACL. So I just did recently go back onto a truck, and I'm thinking the less I have to walk around in the back of a truck to care for a patient, the better off we'd be.
I was already strapped in the 5-point harness, and you actually can move. I'm never strapped in any of the ambulances we're supposed to be, but you can't move around in the ambulances that we have now. So you have the extra safety with the harness, and then of course you have the cop with the 5-point harness, which they all do, and it's all about safety. I
always think safety is the best concern, you know, safety first. If I'm injured, I can't take care of the patient. So it's a good idea. I really like the side load ambulance. I like the access to the patient from both sides. So we'll see how it goes when we start working out of it.
Well, I think the setup for the oxygen is beneficial, because you don't, like you said, you don't have to lift it all the way up into the cabinet like you had to before. You have to slide in tray. And the backboards, you know, when you normally reach for something to pull out, it makes it a lot easier just sliding it out lengthwise versus longwise, and then having to fall against each other and could fall out too, that type of thing. So I think the way that's set up is beneficial too.
I really like the vacuum splint. That's a whole thing, like a long spine board, because I believe I've seen people that you can roll them up, and it's a lot more storage. You have more room in the ambulance anyways.
I really like the air splints. Probably the best out of the bunch.
I like those. That's dual purpose. That's the nice thing, particularly in EMS. You know, if something works for more than one thing, it's much more effective.
Yeah, I really like these. Dan, where are you? We need some of these. These are wonderful ideas.